Today, we arrive at Chapter 8, Renunciation, a chapter that invites us to release resistance, to stop fighting against what we do not want, and instead to turn our attention, our sacred imagination, toward beauty, joy, and truth. Renunciation in Neville's vision is not about loss, but transformation. It is the art of pruning the mind, of withdrawing life from thoughts that no longer serve us, and allowing only what is beautiful and true to blossom in the garden of our awareness. Chapter 8. Renunciation. There is no coal of character so dead that it will not glow and flame if but slightly turned. Resist not evil. Whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also. Matthew 5:39. There is a great difference between resisting evil and renouncing it. When you resist evil, you give it your attention. You continue to make it real. When you renounce evil, you take your attention from it and give your attention to what you want. Now is the time to control your imagination and give beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. You give beauty for ashes when you concentrate your attention on things as you would like them to be, rather than on things as they are. You give joy for mourning when you maintain a joyous attitude regardless of unfavorable circumstances. You give praise for the spirit of heaviness when you maintain a confident attitude instead of succumbing to despondency. In this quotation, the Bible uses the word tree as a synonym for man. You become a tree of righteousness when the above mental states are a permanent part of your consciousness. You are a planting of the Lord when all your thoughts are true thoughts. He is I am as described in Chapter 1. I am is glorified when your highest concept of yourself is manifested. When you have discovered your own controlled imagination to be your savior, your attitude will be completely altered without any diminution of religious feeling, and you will say of your controlled imagination, "Behold this vine. I found it a wild tree whose wanton strength had swollen into irregular twigs. But I pruned the plant, and it grew temperate in its vain expense of useless leaves, and knotted, as you see, into these clean, full clusters to repay the hand that wisely wounded it." Robert Southey, Thalaba the Destroyer. By vine is meant your imagination, which, in its uncontrolled state, expends its energy in useless or destructive thoughts and feelings. But you, just as the vine is pruned by cutting away its useless branches and roots, prune your imagination by withdrawing your attention from all unlovely and destructive ideas and concentrating on the ideal you wish to attain. The happier, more noble life you will experience will be the result of wisely pruning your own imagination. Yes, be pruned of all unlovely thoughts and feelings, that you may Think truly, and thy thoughts shall the world's famine feed. Speak truly, and each word of thine shall be a fruitful seed. Live truly, and thy life shall be a great and noble creed. Horatio Boner, Hymns of Faith and Hope. Now, take a gentle breath, and let us prepare to enter a meditation of release and renewal. Guided Meditation, the art of letting go. Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath. Feel your body soften with each exhale. Imagine you are standing in a quiet garden at dawn. The air is fresh, the earth alive with silence. Around you, a great vine stretches, wild, tangled, filled with old branches. This vine represents your imagination, powerful, divine, and yet sometimes overgrown with the unnecessary. In your right hand, you hold a golden light, gentle and pure. As you lift it, you begin to prune the vine, not by force, not with judgment, but with love and clarity. With every cut of light, you release an unlovely thought. I am not enough. Gone. Life is against me. Gone. I must struggle to be free. Gone. One by one, the useless branches fall away. You breathe deeper. The vine begins to glow with life again, clean, balanced, fruitful. Now, whisper softly to yourself, I renounce resistance. I turn my gaze toward beauty. My imagination is my sacred garden. Feel the shift within you. The heaviness dissolves into peace. The inner noise quiets. You begin to sense a quiet joy rising, a steady light that says, I am free because I choose where I place my attention. In this stillness, see yourself as a radiant tree of righteousness, roots deep in truth, branches reaching toward the infinite. Every leaf glows with divine purpose. Every breath you take is an offering of praise, a living prayer. Remain here for a few moments, breathing, glowing, knowing that to renounce is not to lose, but to return home to your own divine imagination. Slowly, bring your awareness back. Feel your body once more, your hands, your heartbeat, your breath. When you are ready, open your eyes and carry this peace with you as a gentle reminder. What I do not feed with attention cannot live. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me in this sacred moment of release and renewal. May the peace you found here guide you to see beauty where once there was struggle, and to choose light where there was resistance. Remember, When you withdraw attention from what you do not want, you make space for what your soul truly desires to bloom. In our next video, we'll continue this journey with Chapter 9, Preparing Your Place, where Neville Goddard teaches us how to ready the inner sanctuary of imagination for the fulfillment of our desires. Until then, may your thoughts be gentle, your heart open, and your awareness filled with divine light. Thank you for being here, and see you very soon.